to another Wraggys beers, wines and spirits beer review. Nearly said spirits wrong then, but there you go. So tonight I'm reviewing from Cloudwater, and I need to find out who the other one is. So hold on a minute. So yeah, this is Cloudwater's soft and hazy apple juicy added. Oh, that's what you get for reading the can wrong. Pale ale. I think it's 4% or 6%. I don't know, who knows. So 3.7%. Dear, it's a bit on the weak side. And so this pale ale, it features a blend of modern and classic hops. And our favourite juicy hazy yeast. They do love their favourite yeasts. You can't fault them. You know, we've all got a yeast we like, and you know, you take it to bed with you, that yeast, and you enjoy it. If you like the flavour of this hop combo, check out our collaboration pack for single hopped IPAs that showcase the same hops. Yeah, Cloudwater is a brewery driven by innovation. Ooh, bless you. And impact. This beer represents not only several years development of scene-changing hazy beers, but also ambition to use our platform for good. Yeah, well, you bobbed up on that one, but anyway, here's what it is. Did I put this as public or did I put it as unlisted? One must check, and if you can check on it now. No. Well, it says it's live. Oh, well, never mind. There we go. So, just been bollocked to the shed. Wife says, "Go down the shed, do me head in." So, never one to not take it on board. The Muppets at the top of the street are playing music full blast. All the idiots are congregating. It's like a free for all for idiots. I must have set this to unlisted. Oh well, never mind. Cloudwater. What noisy bloody neighbours. Tell you what, no appreciation of the fact that other people may have lives who go to work. And this is what pisses you off about the UK at times. So, juicy, oh, good evening. Juicy looking pour, hazy, lots of carbonation going off, light, yellowy pour, big, fluffy white head on the nose. Hoppy. Certainly traditional, intertropical on the taste, on the aroma rather. 3.7%, so my God, it's noisy. If this comes up as a copyright claim, I will not be impressed. Not be impressed whatsoever. Oh. Smooth, juicy, very tropical in the taste, very easy drinking. This could be the first time that I've done a actual live by mistake, and actually had no one watching, so this is quite interesting. And this is an interesting thing for the football in general over the next month. Do I even bother with lives? It makes you wonder. Good evening, Benjamin. How are you, matey? So I'm in the house winding up the wife, and yes, you was right. She was in the video. That's hilarious, that is. It does say naught viewers, doesn't it? I'm looking, it says naught, and I'm thinking, oh, no one's watching. I was just fucking talking to myself. And yeah, she managed to get on the phone, on the thing, and she's laughing her head off in the background. Don't seem to be, no. Obviously, it's not sent no notifications out, so, you know. And I get it, because for those who aren't watching football, they're probably having a drink. Saturday night, the sun's out, some dickhead at the top of the street's got the music absolutely blaring. And they've got a party, all the scumbags are around. Yeah, it's like a Doldosses convention. That's no, you know, there's a lot of good people who ain't got a job, but the most of the people around here ain't got a job. Nah, I'm not surprised. Most of the people around here who ain't got a job are actual Doldosses who don't give a shit about working, who aren't contributing to the world. You know, they have kids for the sake of having kids. Do I care? No, not really. You know, and a lot of them are horrible people with it. Good evening. So on the Cloudwater, and I did make me chuckle on the back of their can. It says, oh, their innovation, and we want to make the greatest beers or something, and our platform is for good. And you think to yourself, there's a lot of rubbish in that sentence, but just having a beer before the next game. Although I don't think I'll be watching it anyway, really. Russia versus somebody else. Not sure who they're playing. I think it's 3 games a day, isn't it? So I bet at some stage, unless I book the day off, I'll miss one of the England games. I'm missing one tomorrow already because I'm at Alton Towers. But to go to Alton Towers on a day when England are playing, maybe the killer stroke, it might mean the park's actually a bit emptier. It's restarting at 8. Oh, fair play. Let's hope Christian Eriksen's all good, though. You know, got to be moving for all the players and the fans. You know, as fans of football, as players, no one wants to see that sort of stuff. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as a fan, as a human being, you know, you don't want to see anybody in that condition, not in front of you on a football pitch, for God's sakes. You know, it can be quite moving for a lot of people, especially. You know, it can be quite upsetting. So, down the beer room, demoted to the beer room. She says, go down the shed and do a beer review. And I'm thinking, I don't need an hint. I'm going. Off I go. Tootle down. I think she was fed up with me and my youngest son fighting on the settee. As you do. You know, scrapping on the settee. And for a 10-year-old, he's quite strong. Jesus Christ. I'm having to use wrestling holds on him to pin him down. You know, a couple of full Nelsons and, you know, I can't remember some of the names of some of the olds, but yeah, definitely pinning him down. And fair play to him, he's 10 years old, but he can get out of them olds. So, not overly inspired by these beers. I don't think these shown Cloudwater off to be for what they are, really. I thought I personally think they downgrade or they water down the Cloudwater effect, as it were. You know, I mean, they're okay beers. They taste okay, but there's certainly nothing that makes the brand stick out to the general population. Hazy, off yellow, you know, light orange pour, if we're going to be honest. Whitehead on the nose, juicy on the nose, you know, hazy looking pour. 3.7%, so it's never going to hit home too far. if that shows up on my if I get a copyright claim because of some twat in the background of their music, one is not going to be happy. Obviously, if you're in the tap room and the music's playing, you can't fault it. Oh, bless me. I'm not sure. Yeah, I had a couple of drinks earlier out the pinter. My mate came round and showed him the pinter, and he was well impressed. Told him about what you can do, about ordering. You're getting the 2 pints free, but if the 2 pinters, rather, two kits free, and then if you put somebody's name in who's already ordered one, you get another kit free. Which 30 pints is better than 20 pints for sure. And then when you get the first month as well, no, I don't think it is, mate. It's a bit bland, isn't it? It's not really that interesting, if I'm being honest. It's okay. It's a hazy beer, but it's not a good representation of their brand, which is the sad thing. Oh, that music's pissing me off. It's always the idiots that have the music blaring. They must have some stereo at the top of the street for that noise. That's all I can say. Can't stand it. It's alright when you're in a pub, you don't mind because you're in a pub. But when you're at home, you can't be done with it. Nice bitiness at the start of the drink. Certainly juicy, hazy, 3.7%. We're talking very sessionable strength here. Does it stand out from the crowd? Forgetting that the name's Cloudwater, does it stand out? And the answer would be no, it does not stand out. If I was somebody and they said to me, Cloudwater, what do you know of Cloudwater? I'd say, no, nothing. I know they've got a reputation, but if I was drinking this beer, I would say, yeah, it's okay. It's 3.7%. It's not overly interesting. There's a hint of tropical on the nose, a bit of tropical on the taste, hazy, bit of a whitehead. But is it a beer I would go back to again? Then the answer all day long would be no. It's not a beer that I would buy again. With no doubt about it would I buy this beer again. It doesn't tick any boxes that say and it's not always about ABV either. One must remember this with all beers, that ABV isn't the thing. I drank today, or was it yesterday? I can't remember now. Yesterday I drank a 3.7% beer yesterday that blew me away. It had aroma and taste that was exceptional. It absolutely destroyed this by a mile. And yes, I'm a fan of Irish cream, so that was a reason probably for it blowing this away. But the fact of the matter is, you're drinking it right now. What do you think, matey? I don't rate it. I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. Brewdog, yeah, Brewdog, wow. They've got a lot to answer for these days. Their beers are certainly a bit lacklustre these days. Oh, one does apologise. It's okay for the ABV, yeah. I wouldn't buy these beers again, yeah. Not worth it. Not worth the hassle of buying them. And for the price, no. There's better supermarket beers than these beers, And for me, yeah, I understand that. I do understand that, I mean, I've had many local beers that slaughter this. I suppose it depends where you are in the country as well, you know, because if you've got, for me, I'm lucky in Nottingham that we've got a lot of local beers. The only one you've liked, rightio. I actually preferred one of the ones that was 6%, but even they, to be honest, none of the Cloudwater / Brewdog iterations, none of the stuff at supermarkets that had Cloudwater's name on, brewed by Brewdog, you know, were that great. You know, in retrospect, none of them were. Northern Monk Faith. Are we watching the football? Is it 8 o'clock for the football? I'm not watching it tonight, to be fair. Good evening again, Thomas. How are you, matey? I hope I was okay last night on the review, on the interview rather. %, bless you, matey. The Denmark game's been restarted, rightio. I don't suppose Christian Eriksen's going to be playing in that, surely not. That'd be some recovery. Pentridge, good evening. Pentridge, you know, for a Derby-based brewery, they make a lot of new beers. I'm seeing he won't ever play again. Wow. Night cider. God, you do like your night cider. Sometimes it's the wrong conversation at the right time, I suppose, isn't it, with regards to heart issues and jabs. Yeah, frightening times. Oh. So, yeah, I would think so, Benjamin. Yeah. And I suppose until something like that happens, you don't know, do you? You know, sometimes it takes something to happen before you realise. Go away. Out, Charlie, out. Go out. Don't think even Charlie likes the music from up the road. He's not keen. But yeah, you know, I suppose until issues happen. Good evening, Damon. How are you, matey? It's not a bad day. I've had a cracking day today, to be fair. I mean, I've done some work, then I've been out shopping, then we've done some boozing, and yeah, I've got some shit neighbours. Top of the street, they don't go to work. Absolute dole-dossing, awful people. And the fact is, there's a lot of people who can't work for whatever reason. But these people are the worst. These people are the ones that make, you know, they're just shitbags, really. And I can hear the music from here. God knows what it's like to be any of their neighbours. And these people are like 70 yards up the road from me. It's not near. And I can hear that music thumping through our wall in our front room. So come 11 o'clock, there's going to be a phone call to the police. And going to tell them to turn the fucker down. And I would go up there and have a word myself, but you know, you don't want to get involved. %, liquid light, do you mean? Liquid light makes some great beers. Although they don't do a 13% homebrew though, to be fair. But they do make some great beers nonetheless. So yeah, hazy, 3.7%. I've got to say, it's not been the greatest advertisement. Yeah, I have to agree, Brett. It's not been the greatest advertisement of the Cloudwater range. Yeah, earlier on, yeah, 13%. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, not only can you to have music on in your gardens, fair play. But to hear the music well down the street, fucking hell, I want to rip their heads off. Good evening. I'm doing well, matey. Yes, the wife's banned me to the shed for half an hour. And so I've come down the shed, do a beer review, do a chat. And 3.7% AZ IPA, if you can call it an IPA. It is what it is, really. Oh, the people at the top of the street, they're just awful people. I need something strong after that one. Although I've had some nice heavy beers this afternoon. 13%, 10%, 6.8, 4%, 4%, and now this. I've got another 3 to put on. I'm behind. I went to Liquid Light in Sneinton. It's not far from Stonebridge City Farm, if you know Stonebridge. Yeah, it's in the shitty part of Sneinton, to be fair, but fair play. And I didn't realise you could park, if you go on a Saturday or Sunday to Liquid Light, you can actually drive in and park at any of the industrial estates because no one's there. So there's something I will put on. I'm going to do a review of the tap room later, and I'm going to those people in Nottingham who get their wife to drive down like I did, and and we parked at Lidl because you have to pay for parking around there. But if you park inside the industrial unit behind the gates, there's no charge. So that is something I will bring up. Yeah. But yeah, it was enjoyable. It was nice to see the people. They didn't recognise me. And they talk about a small world. So one of my good friends, personal friends, I put this thing about going to Liquid Light, and he says, oh, did you meet Tom? And I'm like, who's Tom? And he says, he's the bloke who owns Liquid Light. And he was there serving the beers. And he didn't recognise me as a beer reviewer. He may well do later. He may well comment later. And, oh yeah, I've known him for years. I've known each other since we were kids. What a small world it is. Small world. And, yeah. I mean, to be fair play to the people at Liquid Light. They were so busy that there was no chance. Good evening. And there was no chance he was going to be able to recognise anyone because fucking noise from up the road. He was a nervous wreck. You see, live reviews, I'm sound on live reviews. I'm more nervous when I'm doing reviews from pubs. I missed that comment there. I'll just apologise. There we go. Woof. Ooh. So, I'll end this review and I'll come back with another review. Fuck it, eh? The wife banned me down to the shed, so yeah. 10 more minutes ain't going to hurt, is it? So, Cloudwater. I do apologise. Wind. Cloudwater, soft and hazy IPA. Off yellow pour. Whitehead, 3.7%. Juicy. It's a juicy looking pour. Hint of tropic on the nose. Smooth tropical taste. Gotta be honest, it was okay for what it is, but it's not a good representation of the brand. As our good friend Benjamin says, this is not true Cloudwater. This is Brewdog Cloudwater, or Brew Water Cloud Dog, if you want to be pedantic. For me, all day long. Hold on a minute. Are there other comments? Oh, Jesus Christ. I did miss the comments there. The Guinness glass. Surprising how many people have anxiety. You see me, Thomas, with lives, I have no issues. No issues. I was more anxious last night, getting ready for your interview than I am now. Although I'm half pissed, so I don't give a shit. But yeah. Out of 5 for me, about 3.8 out of 5. Yeah. I can honestly say that it didn't float the boat, and the reputation didn't. It didn't enhance its reputation, in my opinion. Such as my opinion is, you know, we've all got opinions. Anyway, back in 2 minutes with another review. Need to kill it off before the football starts. One doesn't understand that because a lot of people want to watch the footy. So, back in 2 minutes, all. No, not 4.8. No. God, no. Right, one more beer. And I can't drink any more because I'm driving in the morning, so I don't. I am doing a beer review on my birthday, yes. I'm doing a few beers, yes. There will be hour and a half, 2 hour session, probably from about 8 o'clock onwards. Yeah. So once I know when the kids and the family have had enough of me. 2 minutes. Cheers, everyone. Oh, steaming.